Let you know, man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using you to help me out, bro.
What's going on, family? What perfect time other than right now, which is a Friday, to talk about this specific topic. Now, let me share this with you before. Let me give you a little background first. So I did this video, I did a long form video, and then, we cut it in bits and pieces and we posted everywhere, right? Facebook, it went crazy. I would say semi-viral, right? I mean, over 15,000 views on it, and it's still climbing, right? So I said that every woman that goes out on a date, you need to bring some money with you just in case the relationship goes south, right? And so many people killed me in the comments like, my mama told me this, my grandmama told me this. And some people were defending me. I shout out to everybody that was defending me. They were like, hey, man, he's just trying to put you onto some game because everybody don't know that. And this is the perfect day to discuss it. Why? Because a lot of y'all about to go on first dates. Let me break it down long form about this specific topic. Now, I just use that as a punchline for the video. So this 5 minutes of motivation. I got to motivate y'all for 5 minutes as you go into your first date. Because most people, statistically proven, says that either during the week or Friday, leading into the weekend, most people go on their first date. Usually it's around Wednesday, Friday. This is what statistics says. Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday, most new couples or most new relationships go on their first date. Now, I just got to drop something in your lap real fast. Ladies, I'm talking to the ladies right now. You don't know how this guy's temperament may be, right? So this guy may have some type of interest in you. He may have a lustful interest into you, right? And you guys go on a date. And he began to talk because most guys, when they take you to a nice restaurants, guys that's not decent, right? Not decent guys. They take you to a nice restaurant. I may go over today because I'm really adamant about this topic. They take you on a date, and the truth of the matter is, he may be a sleazeball, whatever you want to call it, right? Scumbag. And he began to conversate during dinner, and he leads to the sex thing. And he throws hints out there just to see if you would bite or to see his chances. In other words, I got to test the waters to see if I can get what I want. And you give vibes like, nah, I ain't that type of chick. I ain't finna do all that, right? So the relationship, or not the relationship, the date can go left, especially if you rode in two different cars. I've heard scenarios time and time again. That's why I did the video, so I can help y'all out. He may eat his food, then go to the bathroom and never show up. Now you're stuck with the bill. Not both of y'all bill, you stuck with your bill, right? And what's crazy is a lot of women go on dates with no money because they say, listen, he's going to pay for everything, which is true. The man on the first date, the man should pay for everything. I'm in total agreement. Even all dates, right? Most dates. I'm going to say most dates because you have some great women out there like this. No, let me cater to you today. Let me do something for you today, right? It's cool in the game, but that's a totally different episode. But he may not, if he gets wind that he's not going to get some sex that night, he may operate left and do something. Listen, you find your own way home. Cool. I'm no hard feelings. I came tonight prepared, and that's all I was trying to share with women. Because there's a lot of women that put a lot of trust in men thinking that, nah, he won't do me like that. Listen, you have no clue. Some men are so dirty and so low down that if I don't get what I want, forget you, I move on to the next. And that's true. That's the true statement. I get it. Your grandmother, your mother, and everybody else older than you has told you before you go on a date, make sure you have some money, make sure that you can cover your entertainment, make sure that you can cover your dinner. Because this is another reason too. Some guys that take you out on the first date will go Dutch. Like, you pay for you and I pay for me. I've never ever hung with people, no guys that I hung with ever did that with women. Never, because I've never associated myself with broke mentality guys, right? I never kept in my circle broke mentality, even when we didn't have it like that. We didn't have the broke mentality, right? But I had to make this video and the previous video because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of women that run into guys that they put a lot of trust and confidence in, but the night goes left. And now she's stuck with the bill. And many women, I just got to put this out there. Many women, the reason I made the video is because many women go on dates and they are not financially prepared to handle the worst, right? Many women go on dates just for the dinner or just for the entertainment or just for the company. What happens when you go on a date for just the company and it turns left, but you're not prepared to turn left with it? Like, you stuck. Like, he's going to be held accountable, right? But you're there, and I mean, you just never know. You just never know. You may say, given your sob story, I'm over my 5 minutes, but I got to share this with you. I got to. Like, it really bothers me how many people in the comments were like, I already knew this. Why would you? Because common sense is not so common these days. And I'm not saying that the women that don't know this or don't have the knowledge of this is dumb. By no means. You got to realize we're in a different generation. Right? We're in a generation now where you can go on an app and get everything that you want. So it's kind of taboo in a sense for a lot of women to go on dates. It's kind of taboo. Why? Because a guy can go on Plenty of Fish, or I think it's an app called Bumblebee, or whatever. There's so many dating apps and there's so many sex apps that, okay, I want a relationship, so I'll go on this app, right? Or I just want sex, I'll go on this app. So we live in a generation where men get what they want because they're paid for it or because women are down with it, the same thing. But I want the women that are naive, and when I say naive, because you feel as if there's still good men out here. Even the good man can bring out the worst. Listen, every good person has some evil in them, and every evil person has some good in them. I got to drop that in y'all spirit. I'm about to be out of here, but I just got to let y'all know that before I get out of here, that's why I did it. That's why I did the video, because I wanted my sisters to be abreast about, I want you to be warned. I want you to know, like, listen, before I go out, I'm going to be prepared. I'm done. Let me give you this. I want you to be prepared in 3 areas. I want you to be prepared financially to be able to cover your own self. Because, of course, if y'all go out to eat and then the dinner or the movies or the bowling alley is next and the dinner goes left, y'all not going to the bowling alley. So I need you to be prepared, 1, financially to cover yourself, 2, to make sure that you cover your travels back home. But 3, I need you to protect yourself just in case brother tries something crazy because he tried to get some sex from you. Like, nah, I ain't that type of woman. He try to force himself on you. I'm not trying to promote violence, but I need you to have a taser, a knife, or something on you to defend yourself. Because you don't have no gentlemen. The rate of having gentlemen, like real men in this world, I know we over the 5 minutes, but y'all rock with me right quick. The era of having genuine gentlemen in the world, real men in the world, it's slim now. It's slim. I remember in my era, right? I'm gonna give you this quick story and we gone, right? I remember this time, me and my homeboy that I used to go to school with, and I'm gonna send him the link so he can watch this video. So I'm pretty sure he remembers this. We went to the club in Virginia Beach, right? We were young. I was like 22, 23. So we went to this club in Virginia Beach and we got out and we had a good time. I mean, really good time, right? And we saw this girl in her car, drunk. This was before GPS. This was before social media was really big. Matter of fact, at this time, Facebook was only for college students, right? I had no clue what Facebook was. Social media wasn't out there like that, right? We had just started texting pretty decent. So we saw this girl, she was in the car and she was drunk. It was kind of chilly that night. So she had her car on, the heat blasting, I don't know if the doors were locked, but all the windows were up and she was slumped in her car. And I think I saw her and we looked, I'm like, man, we can't leave her like that, right? So we been knock on the door, she didn't answer, whatever. So then eventually she woke up and we realized that she was drunk. Because at first I think we thought she was dead. I don't know. We were just checking her out, right? And we checked her out and she was cool, but she was drunk. So what we did was I told my homeboy, I said, follow me, because now, I'm going to be honest with you. We went through her purse. He went through her purse because see her ID and find out where she lived, right? Now, this is why I say that the gentleman back in my day is totally different from that. Now, a guy would have robbed her and raped her, whatever, right? But what we did was he looked through it. I didn't look through it. He looked through it, found her ID, found the address, and told me the address. I'm like, oh, man, I know what that address is. I was a merchant marine. I had bread, right? So I was like, I know where that address is. I know where that's at because it was near the base. So I don't know. She stumbled. I don't know. She got in the passenger seat. He got in the driver's seat. He followed me to the address. We didn't have GPS at the time. I knew where I was going. Took her to the house, and it's crazy because soon we popped in the driveway. Like, she lived in apartments, but the driveway or the parking lot. So we parked in the parking lot. She woke up. Oh, I'm good now. I'm good now. Like as if she was sober, right? And he said the whole ride there, she didn't talk to him. She was knocked out, sleep, right? But we got her to her destination safely. She got out, went inside the house. She was like, she wanted to go get something to eat. I said, no. You need to go in the house, sleep this off. I don't care how sober you think you are. Get in the house. So we gave her, all her stuff, and we didn't take nothing from her because, as I said, I never hung with people that were like that. I knew some people that would have took her for everything she had, but that wasn't my crowd. So what I'm saying is the reason I made that video is because of situations like hers. There's women today that have no clue, that trust guys that they go on a date with because he look cute or he's trustworthy, it appears to be. But I just got to help you out. This is AOS Inspires, AOS the podcast. I love you guys. Got to drop some jewels in your lap. Let go.